I have just here some play sand. And that's going to let it be that we can mix all the large seed in there. And then when you spread it onto the garden bed, because of the sand, you won't be using all your seeds up in one spot, because I probably did, even though I was trying to do the tiniest little pinch in each of the different demonstration ones that I just planted in the small area. I tried to do the tiniest pinch and so many seeds went in there. So you don't want to use up all your seeds at once when you're trying to cover a good amount of space. So if you put them in the sand first and just mix it thoroughly in, then you broadcast that whole mixture, and it's nice too because then the sand lets you see where you've covered in an easier way because it's a different color. So we're going to mix those in completely thoroughly in our sand medium so we can easily kind of broadcast it over the area that we're planting today. And then the same thing with the small size wildflower seeds. And you can see how some of them are so tiny, so tiny. So those are going to go in here. Every single one of them as best we can. Like I said, they are quite small. And then the same thing. Just mix it all together. And then we have our area in mind already that we want to plant and have it already prepared from putting down the paper and wetting the paper and then putting the small layer of soil. That's the one I am going to plant today. So I have our large wildflower seeds mixed first. And here's the most recent area that I turned into a bed. And I will start and just, so you see what a help that sand is, because you can definitely see where you've covered. And it's a lot easier to kind of sprinkle out a handful of sand in an even manner than it would be to try to do that with a handful of tiny seeds. And over here you see a few things coming up in this bed I had from before using the same method last year. You can just kind of put it around. You know, maybe some will volunteer to go into your other beds and it gives a nice kind of, you know, gradual switch to it. Same over here in this other old bed that I've connected it to. And one reason I'm only doing this small area is because this larger bed it's connected to, I probably also want to do with wildflower planting. But this way I can give my children a chance to plant that one, rather than just having all the fun for me. So that is our large seed. And if you remember, for large seed, we want to rake it in very gently. See, just very gently. And also be gentle because your newspaper's in there. You don't want to pull it up. So I just kind of like literally put the teeth in, do the tiniest little scooch, barely at all, and then kind of pull back from it. So we can do that in the whole spot where we just did the sand seed mixture. So having completed the very gentle raking in of our large wildflower seeds, now I have the small ones mixed in with this sand. Again, I'll kind of go over in that other bed. And I do the same thing of sprinkling the sand around that has the seeds in it in an even way. And I can see where I have been because it's a little brighter sand than the ones that just kind of got mixed in by the rake. So after I did that, last step Just stuffing it in.
Okay. Huh?
Alright, so that's that bed. And last but not least, let down the whole seed bed. And you just plant it.